Hello, I'm making this documentary about what I hope will be the coolest thing I will ever do with my life. This is about my dream to become an animator on YouTube and create my own imaginary world. This may sound childish, but it's my dream to create an imaginary world filled with dragons, poofy unicorns, shark dinosaurs, and scientist stegosauruses. I would add humans, but there's just one problem. I can't draw humans no matter how hard I try. And I'm definitely not gonna use stick figures because no one wants to watch animations with stick figures. I got inspired to do this because I watched the animators on YouTube. I'm sure some of you have heard of the Odd Ones Out, Jaiden Animations, or Eddsworld. They were my inspiration to want to do this. Also, partially because I draw so much and I need something to do with all the characters I made up. Alright, I'm done talking about the boring stuff. Now let's talk about my soon-to-be animations. The series would take place on an island called Phoenix Island because I asked one of my friends in 7th grade about what I should call it, and she said Phoenix Island. Yes, I have been working on this since 7th grade. So here's basically what Phoenix Island looks like. It's large, it's in the middle of nowhere, and I've decided it's in its own universe because a universe the size of an island? Why the heck not? So on the island, right in the middle of a large field, is a treehouse, which is where the main protagonists live. But the entrance to the treehouse is actually in the tree trunk camouflaged with the wood. And the actual house in the tree is not a real tree house, because everyone's living in an awesome underground hideout. And below the hideout is a laboratory that I'm not allowed to enter, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yui, if you drop that chemical, we will all die. Jade, get out of the lab.
Well, that didn't go very well. Now, I'm sure you all want to know where the antagonists live. So on the, I'm gonna say south side of the island, there's a forest. And this forest is like one of those dark, creepy forests, filled with cliche, creepy trees and branches that look like arms and other stuff like that. But in the middle of this forest is a dark cave where the antagonists live. It's just a cave, not as exciting as the secret tree hideout. But there's other locations on the island that's important. Like the 3 mountains. It's literally 3 mountains, but they're all completely different. The mountain on the right is a mountain with a waterfall coming from it, which creates a river that goes through the whole island. The middle mountain's an active volcano which creates a river of lava that also goes through the whole island. And the mountain on the left is just a normal mountain. Nothing special about it, it's just a mountain. Now let's talk about the characters. I made so many I can't include all of them, so I'm just going to talk about the main protagonist and maybe the main antagonist. First off, there's Jade, which is me. I forgot to mention, but some of these characters are my friends because I want to include them in this. So yeah, this character is basically me. I'm a dragon. And I got this character design from some really old comic I made in 6th grade. But let's not dwell on that. I like to keep my old crappy drawings in the past or the trash where they belong. So let's move on to the next character. This is Potato. She's a wyvern and she's one of the characters that are for my real friends. Her character is a blue wyvern, and she's also got water powers. When I was asking my friend about what they want their character to be, she said she wanted to be a blue wyvern and she wanted his name to be Potato, and to be honest, I don't know why. This is Dugan. He's another character I made for a friend, and yes, he is a shark dinosaur. Not much else to say about him. This is Steggy, and he's not one of my real friends. He was an imaginary friend I had in elementary school, and that's why he has such a childish name.
Our name is Steggy.
Why me?
Also, he's a genius stegosaurus with a secret laboratory, and he always wears his jetpack.
I'm the first flying stegosaurus.
This is Tora. She's also one of my real friends. She's what she calls a kitkuma, which means bear fox in Japanese. She's literally a small floating teddy bear with one eye missing and 2 foxtails. She can teleport, turn invisible, teleport other items, and basically do whatever else a nightmarish teddy bear creature with psychic powers can do. This is Yui, another character who is also my friend in real life. She's a robotic tiger, and no, her name is not an acronym like most robots would be. Her name is just Yui.
I built a new lab assistant.
Yui was built by Steggy, and he was hoping she would be a lab assistant with dangerous experiments, but
Why won't you listen to me?
Yui doesn't like to listen to Steggy, and she usually likes to be alone and has built her own lab to show Steggy that she is better than him. That's why Steggy doesn't build robots anymore. This is Poofball, and she's literally a big poofy unicorn, and she's one of my friends as well. She always breaks up fights that the protagonists get into. And of course she shoots rainbow lasers from her horn. This is Diamond, a character I made for my little sister. She's small, annoying, and really evil all the time. Oh my god, it bit me! So yeah, bottom line is she's incredibly annoying, and you shouldn't trust her because she's a tiny evil puppy. This is Purple. He's not a character who I made for one of my friends. He's just a character who I made, like, at some point. He's just, like, really cool, so I decided, hey, why not? I'm just gonna make him a character. And he always has a positive outlook about life.
Yay, life.
And this is the main antagonist, Daggerfang. She's basically a dragon with a crocodilian snout and a spiked collar. She's also really salty all the time. I also made other characters, but if I listed them all, then this movie would start to get a bit boring. So instead of introducing all of them, here's a drawing I made with all the characters on Phoenix Island, even the ones I've already introduced, because it just looks cool. So I'm glad y'all were able to put up with this movie that I made, and please don't hate me for having an imagination. Every character on Phoenix Island and the design for Phoenix Island are owned by jaiden, and she is also the director and producer of this movie, and she was helped by Roman Townsend. Why is it so weird talking about myself in the third person? Diamond, get away from the camera!
Why is this camera here?
Why is my art so bad?